everything you need to know about the historic Luther Burbank neighborhood right here in Santa Rosa coming up. What's up, guys? My name is Danny Cronin. I'm a real estate agent right here in Santa Rosa, and if this is your very first time to my channel, please do me a huge favor, hit that subscribe button. If you're interested in learning more about Sonoma County, I drop a video once a week, every single week, all having to do with living in Sonoma County. And if you guys don't know by now, I'm a full-time real estate agent right here in Santa Rosa. So if you have any questions at all, buying, selling, renting, investing, whatever the case is, I would love the opportunity to help you. All of my contact information is down below, and my website is in the description below. You can fill out a quick contact form so we can come into touch and figure out what the best game plan is for you. With all that being said, let's get right into this week's video. All right, guys, so I figured pulling up a map and giving you guys exactly the full tour of the Luther Burbank neighborhood would be the best bet. I want you guys to be able to see this. So this right here, this is a map of Santa Rosa, and the Luther Burbank neighborhood is in the northeast side of town. So if you can't see it from here, it is right here. So this is our main highway. Highway 101 runs north and south. Highway 12, this is going to run east and west. So this is very centrally located. I'm going to zoom in here in a second and show you guys exactly where this is, but this is a part of town I've lived in now for the last 5 years, and I gotta say it's completely different than living in an area like over here. This is, northwest Santa Rosa. This is kind of where I was born and raised over here in this part of town, and it's great, but in terms of accessibility, restaurants, shopping, these sort of things, it's not the best. You're not as close as you are, I think, if you live in this neighborhood. Coming over here to eat, drink, go to the movies, whatever it is, it's going to take you a little bit of time, especially if you have to jump on Highway 12. This is one of our most busy freeways here in town, but that's just to kind of give you guys a little perspective as far as like where we are on the map. So I'll go ahead and zoom in here to the Luther Burbank neighborhood. And if you guys haven't checked out who Luther Burbank is, I highly implore you to check out. Go ahead and Google Luther Burbank, Santa Rosa, look up the history. It was a pioneer who traveled here into Santa Rosa. He was made famous for his creations. He would combine different plants and seeds to make different crops, and he's one of the most famous people who ever lived in Santa Rosa. And he actually lived, not a lot of people know this, but so this is Luther Burbank, and this is like a showcase. This is like his first house here in Santa Rosa. It's a historic location now in town, so where you can go there, you can have tours, you can see what he did, the history and all of that. But right across from Sonoma Avenue here, and again, not a lot of people know this, this is one of the city buildings right here. I think it's like Santa Rosa City Water, or their admin. It's where a lot of the employees sit, and this was actually one of his homes as well. But that home has since been taken down, and again, it is a city building now. But check out Luther Burbank, look at his history. But now that we're zoomed in a little bit here on the map, let's talk about a couple key places that you have very close access to if you live in this neighborhood. So the neighborhood is right here. I'll circle that in a second, but right here is Juilliard Park, and this is probably the best park in all of Santa Rosa, and I would say probably most of Sonoma County when it comes to events. If you are an event-oriented person, you have to at least check out this neighborhood. Not only is it affordable, but it has the best access to some of Santa Rosa's main pillars, Juilliard Park being one of those. And this is such a great park because they have music in the park in the summertime months where bands come down. They have food trucks and all sorts of different activities happen right here. And then actually this month, what we're going to, which we go to every single year, is it's called the Sofa Parade. It's like a winter parade, and it's located in they call it the Sofa District. It's just this little area right here that I circled. There's coffee shops over here. There's local artwork all over the place. It's really, really a cool vibe. They have great coffee shops and fun places to go to if that's what you're interested in. This is what you have access to living in the Luther Burbank neighborhood. Kind of backing up here a little bit, or at least going across the street, I want to show you guys. So here is the neighborhood, right? So let's keep this in mind. The neighborhood is just over here in this area, and right across the way here we have downtown Santa Rosa. So let me back up, zoom this out a little bit so we can kind of see everything here. So this is downtown Santa Rosa. This is where all of the best shops, eatery, all of that sort of thing. El Palomar, if you guys are into Mexican food, this is, I would argue, the best Mexican restaurant in all of Santa Rosa. There's a couple good ones, or in Sonoma County, there's a couple good ones in Runner Park, in Sonoma, but as far as Santa Rosa goes, this is the best place to eat. My wife and I have been going here for years. Ever since we first met, we've like identified this place as like the best place in town, so we go here probably too much. I eat way too much Mexican food, but nonetheless, this is a video about Luther Burbank neighborhood. Russian River Brew Co., one of the most popular breweries here in town. If you guys haven't heard of the beer Pliny, P-L-I-N-Y, the Elder, I highly suggest you check that out. They have lines. It's a seasonal beer they come out with, and every time they release it, there's enormous lines just wrapped around the entire building just to get hands on this beer. Really, really good beer. What else we got? We got Noble Folk ice cream. They have like these, so it's like a local spot. They make brownies, they make cookies, and then they make like little ice cream sandwiches with them. If you're into dessert, you have to go here. I'm telling you, you will not regret it. 3rd Street Ale Works is always a staple, always a great place to go. I love how centrally located this is to downtown. So here's the square right here, and right across the street is 3rd Street Ale Works. Rocky, the Rocky movie theater, Rocky Stadium 14. This is a place I've been going to forever. They recently updated it, so it's super nice. You can get a beer in here. You can grab a glass of wine. They have the nice big recliner seats. Really, really cool. So I wanted to show you guys just kind of a little bit of where you're going to be if you do plan on at least checking this neighborhood out. So let's zoom back in here to the neighborhood. So this is essentially all right here. This is the Luther Burbank neighborhood. This is it right here. A couple streets, you know, Clark over here. Technically, this is Luther Burbank, but for the main parts, this is Luther Burbank. Charles Street, one of the main streets here, Wheeler, and then we got Brown running right through the middle of them. So this neighborhood is historic, so the homes are older, and the owners, most of the owners have lived here for quite some time. So these homes don't regularly come up for sale, but I got some good news for you guys. If you are interested in this neighborhood, I was lucky enough to recently put a listing on. Representing the seller in. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,000 square foot home. It's located at 609 Brown Street. And just to give you guys an idea of the type of home here, I figured this was perfect time to show you guys the neighborhood and kind of what comes with it if you were looking for housing here in the area. So this home was actually built in 1917, has been fully renovated. I'm talking foundation, roof, insulation, electrical, plumbing, literally everything you can think of. But this is what the homes here look like, as you can see. So this is on Brown Street. Brown is way over here, and this home is way set back. You can kind of tell it's deeper than most of the homes right next to it, providing you a ton of privacy. The front yard is obviously huge. We got a huge tree right here. A lot of leaves on the ground because it is November. But this home is absolutely gorgeous, and it's in such a cool neighborhood. So happy to be representing the seller on this one. So this is kind of what it is, new flooring. And I don't want to get into this too much, really not trying to sell you guys here on this, but I wanted to show you guys the area and kind of what comes with this neighborhood if you are looking for a home located in the Luther Burbank neighborhood. So again, if you guys have questions about this, let me know. I would be happy to show you more of that neighborhood and kind of talk to you more. But for the main points here, I think location. If you're a newer family, if you guys want to be closer to fun things to do, I mentioned downtown, the square, all of the fun shops around. and it's convenient access to Highway 101 and Highway 12, which are our main highways. And when it comes to price points, it still baffles me that you can still buy a home in this neighborhood in the $600,000 range. Because if you think about historic neighborhoods, one I talk about a lot is the McDonald neighborhood. And if you're trying to get into that neighborhood, it's going to cost you at least $1 million. So if you're looking for historic, newly renovated, fun, like genuinely fun places to live, close to park, I mean, all of the things I said, this is a neighborhood you absolutely have to check out. If all of these things check your box, definitely let me know. And if you guys want more information on this neighborhood or surrounding neighborhoods nearby, definitely let me know. All of my contact information is down below, but I wanted to share with you guys a little bit of an updated video of the Luther Burbanks neighborhood. And if you guys have any questions, again, please feel free to reach out. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.